Instagram teen accounts have automatic protections for what teens see and who can contact them, plus time management tools. And Instagram will continue adding built-in safety features to help create age-appropriate experiences. Learn more about teen accounts and Instagram's ongoing work to protect teens online at instagram.com/teenaccounts.
The Keir Starmer hopes Trump will visit this autumn, this year. We must build a movement of movements, a coalition ready to stand up to Trump and show him when he comes to this city, when he comes to this country, who he really is. A tyrant, a fascist. And to show that the people of this country and around the world want to do politics differently. We stand for democracy, we stand for human rights, and for the equality of all. We want to show the UK government that you do not open your arms.
Welcome back to a podcast not like the rest, where we deliver nothing but savaged and uncut content.
Where did I go?
From a Loft-style studio in Tampa, brings a show so raw and uncut we mean.
No filter, unsavaged, unfiltered, savaged.
Savage.
Hey guys, what is up? What is up? Welcome into the program. I am Savage, also known as Michael Gardner. And where to start, Joe? Where to start, buddy? Joe is, what are you, sleeping over there, buddy, or what?
I should be napping. I'm on antibiotic for a lower inner ear infection that's causing the whole right side of my neck to be in pain. So yeah, I should be sleeping, but we'll soldier through. Yeah, where to begin? I mean, there's so much shit in the news, of course.
That's right. That's right. Obviously, guys,
but
if
that
you look
video,
at the video with
yeah.
New England, basically saying when Trump decides, or if he does decide to visit that country, we will take pretty necessary actions. What's your thoughts on that, buddy?
Yeah. Oh, right. He's a fascist. The clueless leftards, of course, again, supporting the party, the leftards, the commie fasci sociocrats, who literally have 28 planks of the National Socialist Deutschland Arbeiter Party, later known as the fascists, in the DNC platform. They don't know, they don't want to know, they don't care. All they have are their feelings.
Feelings.
Yeah, nothing more than feelings. Yeah.
Feelings are what they have, and they get triggered so easily.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter how many facts, as I just did, present to them, they won't fucking do any research. They will not think. There is no logic, no reason, no common sense, only, but I feel this way.
Ah, Joe. Don't break their heart, for God's sakes.
Fucking snowflakes melting out there in the sunlight of truth again. But please, leftards, keep it up. Please, I'm begging you, please keep doing what you're doing, because more people are awakening from the woke stupor, and the stupid you peddle keeps exposing the retardism again of calling everyone else fascist while you're protecting 28 Nazi Party planks in your platform.
That's right, guys. That's right. And, as we kind of continue the conversation, I want to talk about this No Kings protest or rally or whatever they decide to call it. I mean, they could be calling it, Trump is a bigot tomorrow. I mean, whatever goes on their mind, guys. Before we continue,
Yeah.
I do want to say we will be opening up our phone lines shortly, guys. 470-563-8318, guys. So look for that graphic as we will be opening it up in the next couple of minutes.
Not all the retards are out at the No Kings. And this will go over their head. They literally are protesting Trump and us MAGA who want to restore our American republic. They literally are out there saying, no kings. But they are literally the same people wanting to destroy the republic that the king's loyalists in the 1700s were trying to prevent from even being created. So if anyone is on the side of a king, it is them, but they won't grasp that. The irony will be completely lost because they're retarded. They can't think.
It's very uneducated. Let me get this wire behind me before we get crazy. I love having it behind me there. Now I feel like a broadcaster, right? No, I bring this up all the time, with individuals that Joe is referring to. Very uneducated. They want to spew this no kings, no kings. First of all, like, is that the next narrative, Joe? Like, are we gonna try to portray Donald Trump as a king?
Yeah. Yet they are the king's loyalists, as I pointed out. And Trump had a great response the other day. I'm a king, then why is it I'm going through hell to get anything done through the legislative process?
He doesn't feel like a king, he said. He said this in an open post on True Social. I don't feel like a king.
Right. We are a republic. The left wants a mobocracy, kleptocracy, ineptocracy. They oppose the republic. We are just like the king's loyalists did in the 1700s. And here's another hypocrisy, right? The leftards, the anti-corporatists, the anti-capitalists, all with their what? Pre-manufactured banners and signs for them. Now, yes, at a Trump rally, you see a lot of Trump flags. Well, we are the pro-capitalists. We want to support businesses and buy pre-made flags to fly from them.
Hold on, Joe. Hold on.
We're not against that. They're on the left, though, with the pre-made signs that are supposedly anti-capitalist.
They're going to lose their minds. They're going to say the flags that President Trump graciously always says that he supports the American flag. But does he really support the American flag? Because the American flags are made in China, and he has things about China. Right? I mean, some are.
They have a valid point.
Yeah, they are.
His apparel still mostly either comes from China or Mexico. There's a valid point there. But of course, they're only coming at it through TDS. They're not coming at it as a pro-America, make it in America point. And the other thing about those pre-made signs, they're not buying Trump flags. They're not buying any of this. This is, of course, all Soros and other billionaire-funded commie fascist sociocrats, tards, and they want the handouts. Give us those handouts for those. We don't want to buy them ourselves. It's consistent in that regard, is they want handouts, and they're taking the handouts for the protests.
Yeah, and I want to bring your attention to this video, guys, which I found very disturbing yesterday, actually, where a series of protesters literally stormed a barricade prior to the parade that is, obviously happening today up in Washington, honoring
It's an
our U.S. Army.
insurrection!
Yeah. Yeah, Joe. It's honoring our 250th birthday to one of our oldest branches of military, the U.S. Army, guys. Check this out.
They are bringing out the veterans now who were detained and transferring them to a police bus.
That is correct, yes.
Again, these veterans were detained for simply approaching the Capitol steps so that they could have a peaceful sit-in.
I notice how, Joe, they always go into that scripted material. We want justice, no peace. They're going back to that whole George Floyd crap, and they all know when to say it, how to say it, and what to basically say in front of cameras. They always go into that. There's no originality through these protesters.
All they have are the CNN, MSNBC's talking points, the burn, loot, murder, buy large mansions, black lying Marxists, pre-fed talking points, all regurgitated, all parroted, because they have no independent thought whatsoever. And they're protesting the military that keeps them safe and free to be able to protest. Now, I'm not a cultist. I'm not rah, 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 Trump. Anything he says and wants to do goes. I'm an independent thinker. I'm actual conservative, actual Republican, actual MAGA. I would prefer the parade be done next year for the 250 whatever centennial that is. I could go for it. I could even go for a pro-military parade every year if we weren't $36 trillion in debt and the one big fraud bill still keeping us on a path towards 40 to 45 trillion in debt at the end of Trump's second term. So here, unlike a leftard, I have actual solutions. Here's the solution. Create a pro-America, pro-military committee of volunteers who then collect publicly given funds by choice, not by theft, not of our tax monies, not running up debt because we have to spend that money more appropriately elsewhere, but make it like the Olympic Committee and get corporate sponsors to cover the cost. And let's do it every year as long as it's paid for by we the people, not on borrowed money from China and adding to our deficit and debt. So there's a fucking solution, you retards, to the issue, because I'm a real conservative.
Absolutely. And I want to hear more about this, guys, but we're going to open up our phone lines here, guys. And Raging Joe, guys. Phone lines are opening up right now as we speak, guys. We actually do have a caller here. Let's take this caller. Welcome in to Savage Unfiltered. Who's calling?
This is Hiram. How are you?
How you doing, Hiram? So basically, what's your concerns or your views on this entire ordeal that's going on throughout America, the No Kings protests, and if you want to weigh in on a little bit on our parade that we're honoring with our 250th birthday to the U.S. Army.
Look, bro, I'm watching this as it happens. In Los Angeles right now, we got 300 No Kings protests in LA County alone. Those tanks that were shipped out to DC were in a warehouse. They're green. They haven't been used. They're out there to be showcased, spending taxpayer dollars of $45 million. In honor of the respect of the United States Army, right? We're no different from the Marine Corps, as we're going to be celebrating our 250th anniversary as well.
Yeah.
So my thing is this. It's very disheartening because, as I shared with you offline, the city of Whittier, where I spend most of my time, is in protests, right? The raids are going on. It's affecting myself because I was living there for the last 10 years. So I take it personal because all my neighbors and the people that I've worked around and the people that I've patroned on, the restaurants, the hotel workers, the car washers, they're all Mexican, right?
Sure.
So I consider them my friends and a good relationship. How does I see that? I think that's an abomination of the constitutional right. The United States Marine Corps combat veteran using Marine Corps to showcase a sense of force against our American citizens, even though it says foreign and domestic, under what cause? National Guard as well, to protect the federal government.
Yeah. Well, here's your flaw. The guard, the guard was properly federalized, just as it was when JFK did it against Governor Wallace.
Yeah, I agree what you're saying. 1 second, I have my my co-host basically chiming in. What were you saying, Joe?
Got me. There
Yeah,
we go.
you're muting yourself, Joe. Speak into the damn mic. Go ahead, buddy.
JFK also federalized the Guard against Governor Wallace, a fellow Democrat. Trump properly federalized the Guard. Now, as to the Marines thing, they are there to protect federal buildings. Under posse comitatus, they aren't being used like the Guard. They're only to protect federal buildings. And if anyone dare go at them, they should kick the fucking shit out of anyone who goes against them. Their rules of engagement allow them to defend themselves, but this is not a violation of posse comitatus. He's buying part of the left-wing talking points
I
in
get
this.
what you're saying,
And I know his
basically,
intentions
I
are
want to go
good.
through the caller here. So basically, would you agree to that, Hiram? If basically a protester was to engage in violence to any forms, whether there are military personnel of the Marine Corps or National Guard or even local law enforcement, do you feel that they should be able to defend themselves from a rageful protester?
To the governor's point, yes. My whole thing to him, anybody should say kick their ass, right? Unless you haven't served. I've seen it from both sides, right? I live in California. I see it. I've lived it, right?
Right.
Protect the federal government building. I worked at the 300 North Figueroa Federal Building. I've seen it. That is surrounded by nothing but minorities, from the LA fashion district to the toy district to everything else, right? So what's happening is that, to the governor's point, yeah, we should protect ourselves. The other fact is, Gravel, is that, on Craigslist, there's been subsidizing and soliciting people.
Oh, sure. That is inciting it. I truly believe that, because, where I'm at right here over on the East Coast, we're having massive amounts of rallies all over the place, including parts of Florida and Georgia. There was just a No Kings protest being orchestrated in downtown Atlanta. And, Governor Kemp basically said, I am not going to be the next governor to make the same mistakes as Governor Newsom of California. And
Correct.
I mean, Kemp literally has his National Guard on standby if anything escalates right now as we're
Yeah.
speaking on the show.
And we covered them being paid to be out there,
Absolutely, Joe.
protest,
Yeah, I
riot,
agree.
loot, burn things down. But to Hiram's point earlier, it sounds like he's on the same point with me. 36 trillion in debt. The parade would be okay if it were publicly sponsored and funded, not using
I
taxpayer
get what you're
dollars. Do
saying.
you
I
agree
get what
with
you're
that?
saying, Joe, with the taxpayer dollars going towards this parade up in Washington D.C. But I mean,
We want to honor our
I
active
don't have a
forces, and
problem,
we
Joe,
should.
with my tax dollars going to this parade in Washington to honor
Well,
its
I do.
history. It's going to a great cause, and also think about this, guys. Look at as a free advertisement to younger people that want to join the army and serve their nation and feel great about doing it because it teaches about history, culture, and
Yeah.
all of our background within the U.S.
Well, I think the caller is with me on this. Open it up to private funding.
Private funding. Yeah,
Me
I agree.
and 80 million other Americans can all give $1 to cover the costs and honor our
Would you agree
troops
with that,
and
Hiram?
let them
What
parade.
Joe was just saying with the funding at least $1?
Yeah, you know what? Joe has a valid point, right? And I'm looking at it from a civilian standpoint, right? I took my gut out of it because I'm looking at it from a biased standpoint. As a combat veteran, hold on just a minute, guys. As a combat veteran, I look at it this way: $45 million can go a lot for the veterans as well.
Sure.
Right? Homeless veterans. And hold on, guys.
Yeah, no worries.
Texting my wife.
Oh, he's multitasking.
Yeah, that money should be better spent. We should be funding to honor
the way
them.
I look at it, right? As a combat veteran, a veteran for veterans' rights, advocate for veterans as well, for homeless veterans. I am a product of almost being homeless and being able to be successful. I see that the narrative in today's constitutional rights has gone to the left, to the right, to outside the scope of what it needs to be for a number of reasons. Why are we wasting so much money to celebrate something that is really a motive behind it? Yes, I celebrate 250 years of the United States Army. I get that, right? Understand the cost. Cost of living in California is astronomical high. Or you can't say $45 million is $45 million. The homelessness and the veterans that are trying to make ends meet, veterans that can't even get their disability money, veterans that can't even get hired, veterans that are in the middle of this, right? And I'm not the only veteran that can speak to this because we're torn about it. If you go back almost 5 years from now ago, where 20 years of combat experience went to waste because of the pullout and the disgrace of what happens. Where did all that money go? How do you celebrate that?
Yeah, I mean, people have personal issues, with that, and I get what you're saying, but it's a touching subject. It really is. I completely agree what you're saying. Now,
but homeless vets are also a charity issue. I support Tunnel to Tower and DAV and all those veteran groups who are helping to build homes for homeless vets or homes for disabled vets. So also, that's a we the people issue that we should be helping them, not necessarily requiring the government to solve that problem.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of goes into a conversation I was having on TikTok last night in a live stream, guys, with people constantly saying, how do we get our government to do this, and where's the tax dollars coming in? And we were going into like scenarios. I mean, this is kind of going off left field, but it has somewhat of relevancy here with roads. And we were trying to explain to this young man in I think he was like 19 or 20 years old, and he seemed very uninformed on a lot of different, issues. I said, it is not the individuals, meaning us. It's not our responsibility to literally pay for these roads. It's our government. Our government has to step in and pay for these roads. That goes to other things.
It hasn't always
Well,
been
it
that
never
way, though.
always been like
The
that way,
roads
Joe. A lot of people
originally
always
were
are
built
saying,
by.
well, how do we do it? How do we do it? It's not our problem. It is their problem. They have to represent us as a government to get little stuff like roads done.
But it
Other-
isn't really. That's been
Exactly.
federalized also. The roads were originally built by the car companies so they could sell more cars.
Yeah, go ahead.
It
Joe,
became
Hiram's got a
we
question for
allowed
you,
it
buddy.
to
Go ahead,
become
Hiram.
a government problem.
Joe, think about it this way. I lived in New York. I shared this with Savage. New York is the next Paris, right? So we're talking about government money, right? So how do you look, this is how it led to this, right? This protest, if you think about it. This has been going on for a while. I lived in New York. I visited back last year. It was atrocious. It broke my heart. Simple reason is you got people that are coming in droves before all this happened, staying at the Waldorf Astoria, the Doubletree in Midtown Manhattan, getting a stipend of over $7,000 with a cell phone and a credit card and a one-way ticket to travel anywhere else. That's money that's coming out of somewhere. Not just the government. The government is fully aware of that now. Also, Joe, keep in mind, as I shared with Savage, I have privy information because I work for the federal government. I'm not going to disclose the agency I work. I work for the federal government in detail. So the whole thing of where it's leading into now, this has been a ticking time bomb for a long time. People are reacting while we're having this narrative of conversation. We're responding to this. And a lot of people need to understand that this has been going on for quite some time, and nobody is really telling the truth. Now we're at a crossroad where these protesters and everything else celebration is. But at the end of the day, the United States is looking real bad because guess what? A lot of us are struggling. A lot of us are trying to make ends meet. And a lot of us want to honor the military. But at the end of the day, you have a generation that has no clue of what's going on. They rely on social media to a certain extent. I thank Savage for podcasting stuff because streaming is the way to go because today's networks are just broadcasting what they feel is right, which is a
propaganda.
And then when you got people like myself that live in Los Angeles for the last 42 years, and I've shared with Savage, this is not the California I moved in 40 years ago. It breaks my heart because, yes, I have to look at it from an impartial standpoint, but when you set your roots here and set your flag here for the last 40 years, and you see the atrocities that's going on, and you see that even though this is a blue state, and, we have a lot of minorities, and keep in mind, these minorities are providing a service.
Absolutely.
Construction, agriculture.
Well, the right minority. We're talking when we say minority, there are
legally, if they're doing it legally.
Yeah, absolutely,
yes.
Joe. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's talking about unconstitutional spending again, funding people who are not citizens, who are not entitled to these safety net programs that were put in place, which again, welfare is unconstitutional in its basis.
And I fully support that, Joe. What I'm trying to say is I have these conversations all the time, whether it's on X or even sometimes TikTok. And people love to throw into that. Well, what about them? What about them? If they are not here and they don't have valid citizenship as a taxpayer,
legal residents,
I, as a taxpayer, shouldn't have that ability to fund their lazy fucking asses. Because seriously,
or legal visa to be here. This is about people who are here legally under visa also. I have no problem with them.
The new modern immigrants, Joe. This is not yesterday years of immigrants, right? People are not coming here to provide for their families, to escape a hellhole where they're coming from. They understand what we have. They've become very, very informed.
They come to abuse our generosity, abuse our
Yeah,
system.
absolutely.
Yes.
Hiram, it was great basically kind of chiming in with this with you, buddy. Feel free to call into the show anytime you like, but appreciate it, buddy.
All right, take care.
Take it easy. So, Joe, I mean, how do we go before we get a quick break in? How do we get this through the American people? Okay, with immigration, I'll leave that with you.
Yeah. Well, I want to pivot to like Social Security. Social Security is a socialized Ponzi scheme, unconstitutional, but it's not going anywhere. It's been ingrained in our system now since the 30s.
Yeah.
We have to control it, however, to maintain it for those of us who have indeed paid in or are dependents of those who paid in, like widows and orphans who maybe didn't work but are entitled under survivor benefits of legal proper citizens, not allowing it to be bankrupted, Cloward and Piven style, by putting people who are not entitled to that program.
Yeah, I mean, I understand where Hiram was going with our caller, folks. I mean, he was speaking with valuable points, but he was also speaking on a personal note. Obviously, you know, he didn't want to go into great detail, but obviously he has worked with our federal government and rightfully so, he doesn't want to disclose that for privacy issues. I get it. I get it. There's certain things that you're allowed to say and certain things that you can say. But I mean, the thing is, when people speak on this nature, Joe, they tend to go on a personal note, right? And they want to basically defend themselves within that nature. But then again, they don't
Yeah.
want to basically acknowledge the reality points to the conversation. And that's
Yeah. Well,
that's the growing
everybody,
concern in America today.
we all have our own personal
Mm.
experiences, and that forms our opinions on things, no
Yeah.
question. But we have to be above just
Sure.
self and care about others. As a Judeo Christian nation, we are to want to be our brother's keeper, not forced at the barrel of a gun to be our brother's keeper. That's where charity versus community biblical community versus worldly communism. So we want to take care of people and should, and we are the richest nation on the planet. We should be able to take care of our own. We can't be expected to take care of everybody.
Yeah, you know, I can attest to that, Joe. I want to bring in something that's quite alarming, guys, and it breaks my heart to see this because it does want me to question just how much they value this nation and how much they value patriotism. I'm going to show this video in a brief, guys, but I got to get a quick sponsor break in. I want to say thank you to Bucked Up. Bucked Up's energy drinks are designed for those who push themselves to new limits, guys, and they're constantly developing and evolving within the industry of energy drinks. Now, energy drinks with Bucked Up, guys, you should know one thing. They don't believe in that high fructose syrup, right? The corn syrup, so to speak. And I like that effect, Joe. They're basically listening to RFK, right? So they're basically changing things around.
Everything in moderation. The problem is too much consumption of high fructose corn syrup. Too much of things that are bad. Things in moderation are okay, but yeah, we want to be bucked up, not fucked up in the head like the left.
That's a damn certain, Joe. Guys, if you scan this QR code today, we are going to give you a sample pack. That's right. By checking them out today, guys, you're going to get 3 flavors of any one of their 12 flavors listed on this website today. Plus, with that, here on the show, we're going to throw you the free shaker to go along with it, so you can shake that stuff up, right? Shake it up, and go.
Uh-oh. Now you're going to get the Swifties going. Shake it off.
That's a damn embarrassment, Joe. When you see
this is shake it up,
when
not
you see
shake it off.
Right at Taylor Swift concerts crying. I seen a video the other day, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me? That guy's got to be 35 years old, and he's in tears looking at Taylor Swift."
Yeah. Well, back to the MAGA thing and bucked up, though, right? Do the right things. And yes, it's okay to I still have a soda pop on occasion, but mainly I'm drinking water, right? It's okay to eat Hostess King Dons on occasion. But we shouldn't be funding it via the SNAP program and poor people only eating all that bad stuff.
Yeah, oh God, yeah. I remember when the SNAP program was just, for on a temporary basis, just to, get by for.
Well, as Reagan said, there is nothing more permanent than a temporary government program.
Yeah, guys, check this this amazing company at Bucked Up. Scan the QR code, use Savaged1, and we're going to give you 20% off everything on that website. Thank you very much. Hat tip to Bucked Up.
I'm glad you're not showing that video again, though. That video was way too long. That one. It's like it was gonna put me to sleep. It was too monotone.
Was sleeping when we first came in.
Showing him working out.
You were sleeping when we first came into Joe's like just losing, But yeah, no. This video, Joe, is quite alarming, and it breaks my heart with now veterans that are literally participating in this No Kings protests. Check this out, guys, because this literally, it would break your heart too. Veterans that are occupying the Capitol, and they're trying to say no to fascist parades. I'm not for fascist parades, but you're not seeing the parade up in Washington, D.C., folks, that represents fascism. Check this video out.
There is a difference.
All right, we're here at the Capitol, rushing it. We got people in the green action, people on the red. Here we go. State violence about to happen. I'll be recording until I get arrested.
He knows he's about to break the law, and he doesn't care, right?
Adobe Acrobat Studio, your team's home base. Collaborate within a shared PDF space. You've got your docs, your plans, your specs, and then invite the crew to build what's next. They talk up the teamwork. They think that this design could be a contender. And when somebody wonders what's the next step, AI helps you finish the rest. Bolts are tight, now your plan's refined. Run a smoother business when you're all aligned. Do that with Acrobat. Learn more at adobe.com/do that with Acrobat.
Benefits not bullshit! Benefits not bullshit! Benefits not bullshit!
There's police right there. I mean, they know they're getting arrested, Joe. All
right, here it begins.
They want to.
All right.
It's like that idiot Padilla breaking into the Nome conference the other day.
Picking the Kefia first.
Wait, what was that? Go back right there. Veterans against fascism. They truly believe that Trump represents fascism, Joe.
Again, these are people protesting our republic that properly elected him president. They are, again, on the actual side of the king's loyalists that tried to prevent the creation of this republic. They are now trying to destroy the republic that was created.
Yeah. And if you look on the very top of the video, we put it in freeze mode, guys, so you can kind of understand what we're referring to. There's one sign above where these people are sitting on the bottom of the Capitol steps here. Money for people, not parades.
And I agree
that's great.
with that part.
Great.
I agree with that part. This should be privately funded. I don't disagree with that part, but they are, of course, coming at it from TDS, not logic, not reason, not thought, not common sense. They want more socialist, communist, world government handouts. That's not the republic we are. If anyone is standing for fascism, again, they are supporting the Bidens, the Kamalianists, the Waltzes, the AOCs, who have 28 planks of the Nazi Socialist Party platform in their platform. They don't know. They don't want to know. They just keep throwing out the term fascist, clueless to who the real fascists are. We want less government dictates. That's not fascism. The left wants more federal government fascistic dictates.
Yeah, I mean, that's right. Guys, feel free to weigh in your conversations. The phone lines will stay open until the end of the show. 470-563-8318. 470-563-8318.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Bible said, as we draw nearer and nearer to the end times, good shall become evil, evil shall be good, right? Facts will become fiction, fiction facts. And this is that upside down world. This is
Look at all these
Orwellian
signs,
speak.
Joe. I mean, money for
Yeah.
people, not parades. I agree with that part. Yeah, we should help our veterans. We should help people in need, but not on a long-term benefit. We are not a welfare nation. Get that out of your fucking skulls. I do not,
Right.
as a
But
taxpayer, want to fund these fucking lazy motherfuckers. Excuse my language, but I'm getting a little heated.
those in the Bible, like I go into politics all the time, the Bible makes the distinction between those who are unable and those who are unwilling. We should help those who are unable, but not the unwilling. It is the unwilling who want to steal, the non productive want to steal from the productive. It is only in an Orwellian 1984 world where those who want smaller and less government, less regulation dictates, that we get called fascist. It's just fucking retarded.
Yeah, I want to go back to this U.S. Army's 250th birthday, because we're kind of talking both guys, because they tie together of what's going on right now in the nation, with this parade up in Washington D.C., with these protests, the No Kings protests. Thoughts real quick, Joe, before we go into another segue here with this. I mean,
again, I am of mixed thought, not emotion, because I don't let my fucking feelings rule my life. Even the Bible talks to that, about a fool's emotions at their left hand versus those who are of right thinking. The Bible predicted our left right political paradigm today, the left and their feelings. I have feelings, but I don't let them rule my head. I would like to honor the military, but I don't want taxpayer funds doing it. That is a thoughtful, reasoned, logic, constitutional position, like the Olympic Committee. Mitt Romney took over the Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah Olympic Committee that was making a mess, and turned it into one of the greatest Olympics ever through private funding. The LA Olympics are going to be a fucking retarded disaster. And again, they're going to expect us taxpayers to bail them out when it should all be sponsor funded.
Yeah, I threw this picture up, guys, because this is what you're seeing across America. This is a very disturbing image, Joseph. Joe here. I mean, I haven't said Joseph in a long time, but that's his name, Joseph M. Leonard. But I mean, this is a very, very disturbing image, Joe. A very dangerous image. This could stir, and I'm not trying to, provoke or incite this, guys, but this can actually go and escalate on a very, very very dangerous level. I mean,
Yeah. Well, no kings. Trump is not a king. He's trying to pass things through the Congress. And of course, the commie fasci sociocrats block everything. They have filibuster ability in the Senate. That's why we don't have a 60-member majority. And we have rhinos and CINOs and fake MAGA also to fight. So we don't have the numbers to pass everything we need to, but Trump is trying. The left didn't even bother to try. They want unelected, appointed liberal activist judges to rule the nation as kings, as an oligarchy.
I mean, you make some valuable points, Joe. With this, when is enough enough? I mean, how do we restore a republic? I mean, we constantly mention it on the show, constantly, guys. Restore our American republic.
Speaking of which, guess what came in the mail?
Oh, there you go. You finally got it, didn't you, Joe?
Yeah, the Restore American Republic mug finally came in the mail. So I could go to savagearmy.com and buy a Restore Our American Republic mug.
Joe, I told you that I basically I got you that. I sent that mug to you, and I'm like, I had it ordered fucking 6, 7, 8 weeks ago. Like, what the hell's going on here, man?
Yeah, but we are the ones as trying to adhere to the Constitution. They are the ones trying to destroy the Republic, just like the King's loyalists try to prevent the Republic from ever becoming a thing. Again,
and Americans want to join, and we're raising the standards. We're making it equal. We're getting all the political correct garbage out of our ranks.
Yeah. Did you hear what he said? I mean, that was coming from
right.
Fox News. Yeah.
The left wants to make the military a social, cultural Marxist experiment. No, our military is meant to destroy the fucking enemy, whether foreign or domestic. And we don't need retards and leotards, like the old Monty Python thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh my, but you can't be a woman.
Yeah. Well, as Fox News is basically going with this here, as they are up in the Capitol covering this parade, Trump is pushing patriotism as Dems plan protests. That's what you're seeing in America. Trump is trying to unite the country on both sides, and the Dems, they just want fucking chaos and mayhem. Check this video out, guys.
I guess some people express their love for the country. Other people express their love for people that get into our country and break the law in weird ways. We had a United States senator literally bum rush the stage where Kristi Noem, Homeland Security Secretary, was speaking and really created an entire stir.
A stunt.
Hands up, hands up. I'm Senator Alex Padilla. I have questions for the Secretary, because the fact of the matter is...
He has no right to do this.
No. No damn right at all.
The President of the United States doesn't have a right to show up and barge in.
No.
Although we allow that because the department head is appointed by the president. Congress has oversight authorities, but not in that fashion. There is a question and answer session. If you're not part of the conference, you must wait your turn to the Q&A session. This was a stunt. He was supposed to be in the congressional baseball game. He wasn't there because he purposefully left to fly to barge in on this conference, make an ass of himself, make this stunt. He left D.C. to pull this stunt.
Well, that goes to the same clown that was trying to basically heckle President Trump's speech earlier this year. You remember that clown? And he was raising his cane and demanding, "You're an oligarchy. You're an oligarchy." I mean, come on with that bullshit. Here's some more stuff, guys. I want to play more of this with Fox News.
Show solidarity with those who have crossed our country illegally, meant to show solidarity with the protesters and the rioters and the anarchists in the streets of LA. But some Democrat strategists are worried that this outburst could actually have negative ramifications for the party. Here's a quote. "Did it change anyone's mind, or did it just rev up the base? We think these moments will cause outrage, but they miss the point. It's not swaying anyone.
It missed the
It
point.
just makes
What
us
point?
look petty." That's what one person,
What
another one
point?
said.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. It's a zero-sum game. What do you guys think
It
about
was
that?
all a stunt. He had his Senate polo shirt on.
Yeah,
But
Joe.
But
Joe, he was
notice
trying
he
to-
purposefully had it
Yeah.
covered under his coat.
He was trying to say that towards like a side little interview with a piece, and he was saying, "I even had my senator jacket on. It's not like I'm some strange person coming in trying to heckle the secretary."
Yeah,
He did heckle her.
He had it hidden under his coat. So again, it's a false narrative. It's all spin. And I'm a senator. It doesn't matter who you are. You cannot interrupt the hearing.
I mean, that's just it's quite alarming, Joe, that these individuals are going into this aspect, and they want to blame everything. They want to blame they want to blame the Republicans. They want to blame MAGA. It's all MAGA fault. It's all MAGA's fault. Trump is inciting the riots. He's provoking the No, he's not, leftist America.
Yeah.
He's trying to restore law and order and dignity within our communities.
If you don't like the law, you could change the law. You had full control of the House and the Senate, and Biden as president. You could have changed the laws. You didn't. We're enforcing the laws. And again, the whole thing with that stunt.
I like how they use this, Joe. Did you see this here? The U.S. Army's 250th birthday parade is now using fences, drones, tanks to flood D.C. Come on.
Yeah. Let me finish my point about Padilla, the stunt.
The
and I keep saying this, please, leftards, please keep it up. I beg of you, please. You're catering to 10% of the nation, and it's showing more and more people are awakening from their woke stupor and realizing the propaganda they keep getting fed. So Padilla, please keep up your stunt. But he did it so he can raise money from that small group of ultra leftists in the nation that will send him. Please do it again. I beg of you, keep doing it, because more people are waking up to your representing only a small portion of Americans, and more so you're representing criminals, whether they be illegal aliens or regular run-of-the-mill American criminals. You keep letting them back out on the streets to terrorize actual citizens. You are not for Americans.
Hey, Joe, check this video out as we kind of close up, guys, with you-know-who making remarks about all this, guys. Oh, you're going to love this.
We're here today because an unspeakable tragedy has unfolded in Minnesota. My good friend and colleague, Speaker Melissa Hortman, and her husband Mark were shot and killed early this morning in what appears to be a politically motivated assassination.
A massive manhunt now for a suspect who is armed and dangerous and who obviously exploited the trust, as was said at this press conference by police, that this suspect exploited the trust that police uniforms are meant to represent to reassure the public, and impersonated a police officer in the middle of the night to target and assassinate Melissa.
Yeah.
Who was it? It was a leftist. It
And
was
you know
an
what?
AOC type.
And guys,
who killed. They're not just happy killing Republicans now. They shot these Democrats because they weren't leftist enough. They voted, these two voted with Republicans on something. So it's Democrats killing other Democrats now who aren't communist, fascist, socialist enough.
Yeah.
Democrat violence again.
And Joe, I have to defend my statement there. You know who, you're going to love this, because the reason why I say you're going to love this is because that is becoming of the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
They get a high off of violence. I don't know if they're putting something crazy in their coffee in the morning or what. I don't know what is going on with these people. They're becoming monsters and mongrels.
Yeah, and you notice AWOLS says politically motivated, but he won't tell you the leftist political motivation for the assassination.
And Joe, I have to, kind of, I mean, my heart goes out to the.
Mine too.
I mean, literally.
Thoughts and prayers to the survivors and the family and their friends. And this is, again, something that shouldn't have happened. But again, it is left-wing violence. 200 years, segregation, slavery, violence always. They created the KKK not to kill only blacks who were voting Republican, but white Republicans too. Violence. When they don't get their way, they get dangerous. I share a meme over and over of the Abraham Lincoln assassination. Another leftist. Who killed JFK? The leftists. Who killed MLK? The leftists. Who killed RFK Jr.? The left. It's always Democrat leftist violence.
Seeing this massive shift time and time again, each crisis, the Democrat leadership continues to fail us. And California delivered in the nation. Texas, Florida, California votes for President Trump. And so we have seen a huge desire for law and order and for reasonable common sense policies that is now the Republican Party and the Democrat.
I'm glad you showed that, because
it's a wake-up call. It has to be.
I had a retard on Truth, one of the leftard trolls, repeating the Karen Bass Ackwards, Gavin Gruscom. It was only two blocks, only 2 square miles. Oh, okay, retard. So it's okay to riot and loot and burn things down as long as it's not your neighborhood, right?
Right.
Again,
that's how they act, Joe.
As long as it's not their house, their neighborhood, go ahead and burn it.
And I like how, our little friend from California, Maxine Waters, says, "What are you guys doing? They didn't burn anything. There was no one shot and killed."
Not in the 2 square feet in front of her nose, but
not
people
in front of her
died.
House, maybe.
Yeah, people died elsewhere. Again, this is the leftardism. They only care about themselves, never anybody else.
They're sick.
Never.
They're sick, and this is what's making our points here on the show, guys. Where liberals are now mocking. They're mocking over the reactions to anti-ICE riots, guys. Check this out.
4th of July is canceled. I don't know what we would be celebrating. Freedom where
don't buy any freaking fireworks, don't be popping fireworks, because there's nothing to celebrate at all.
Is there a way we can cancel 4th of July? Because the United States is not.
And didn't I talk about this on a previous show?
4th of July should be
Cancel the 4th of July. Just like an American Carol movie that came out decades ago said the left was doing. They're openly doing it now, calling for the cancellation of the 4th of July. The film was a comedy.
Yeah.
Just like Idiocracy. Those are documentaries about the left.
Joe, are we going to have to basically now have National Guard and our Marines on standby now for 4th of July celebrations when families want to take their kids, their families, and other friends across other areas of the United States to honor our independence as a nation, watch beautiful fireworks in the sky? Are we going to have a military installment literally like that? Do you know how sick and twisted that seems?
Yeah.
Like where we have to say, okay, Mr. Governor or Mrs. Governor, please keep us safe, because we have monsters over here that don't know how to honor our American culture.
Yeah, there's nothing to celebrate. You celebrate that you retards have the freedom to whine about having free speech. You have the speech to whine and pretend you don't have the speech you have. What is there to celebrate? The freedom that you have to speak out against your own government that they don't have in the shithole nations you want to turn us into. And I want to joke about the Colin thing. I told Rick the other day, you're trying to steal his shtick, and he laughed about it. He thought it was funny. I was like,
"Hey, I'm not trying to steal nothing, Joe. I'm just trying to bring some more some more relevancy to the show. I mean, not that we don't have enough, but I mean, you know. But here's something else, Joe.
It'll take time for a call-in thing to catch on.
It will. I mean, we just started the damn thing, just the other day? But here's something here too, guys. If the Dems are not losing their mind more and heavy each day, check. It gets worse, guys. It's almost like the expression, is MAGA winning this war front in America? You're damn right we're winning, and we're making them look like assholes. Check this video out. Oh, we didn't. Where the hell's video? There we go.
I am demanding full accountability and reimbursement for the local costs incurred, including injuries to local officers and damages caused by the chaos unleashed when the Trump administration recklessly deployed the military and ICE agents into our communities.
It's all MAGA's fault. See, listen to more of this.
This unrest, and they are the ones.
We are upholding the law. We are upholding the law. You are the one continually breaking the law. If anyone's responsible for the cost, it's you for breaking the law.
They're nuts. They're losing their minds. They're literally. I mean, I put out posts and comments on X all the time, which. Still, guys, I'm sorry to say, leftism still has little breeding grounds all over the platform here and there. And I put out our little arguments on my case to set the case to basically make my point on these people saying Trump is inciting the riots. He is the one to blame. And I put, no, let me correct, let me educate you, let me play the nice teacher here in the classroom. The president is using military installments like the Marines and National Guard properly. Yes, Joe, properly.
As allowed by law, he's not breaking posse comitatus.
Because if he doesn't, your cities will burn because of these rioters. He is causing law and order to restore that community back to dignity. That's what he's doing.
If Karen Bass Ackwards proves him right, 4 days in, she institutes a curfew. If you would have done that on the first day, some of the rioting, looting, and burning down wouldn't have happened.
Oh, here's
you
another comment.
admitted your own fault.
Here's another comment. I hope you're listening to this, and I'll say this. Nicholas Powell from X, he writes. This is what he writes. How about January Sixers then? Or is this another double standard, Savage?
Oh, that's exactly right, too. Yeah.
I mean, Joe, the comments come down. I write, no label should be used as an excuse. If you violate law, then you reap the consequences.
Yeah.
Jail time. That goes into a post that this call to activism on X put outrageous, and they used a little alert emoji. Police just arrested an 80-year-old veteran protesting Trump's parade at the Capitol after he crossed the barricade. Yeah, that's why they arrested him. He fucking crossed the barricade, you simple-minded asshole. You can't do that.
Keep it up, leftards. Thank you for making the January 6th point, because the actual Michigan insurrection that occurred and the one in Wisconsin and 1 year ago where Debbie Dingell and others occupied the House floor, violating the law and preventing House business from being conducted, and actual insurrections in Michigan. The now governor, Wretched Whitler, was a state senator then, and the building was on lockdown. She opened her office window and helped insurrectionists into the building. She wasn't arrested. She's now governor. She should be in jail. So spare me this insurrection shit, the January 6th farce, where we see the videos, we know them, were waved in by the Capitol Police through doors they held open. A small number. Mostly Antifa plants, and Ray Epps, an FBI inciter, who also not arrested and prosecuted, incited the violence, faked the violence. You want to show those videos and ignore all the other footage of people being waved into the building? Come on in.
You'll find a load of videos on X. I know they scrapped them off YouTube because they don't want that narrative set.
Right.
But check this out, guys. This is an 80. This breaks my heart.
But the Michigan or Wisconsin insurrection, they won't show you any of that stuff.
It doesn't break my heart that he's, 80 years. I mean, it breaks my heart that he's an 80-year-old veteran. But what breaks my heart is that he is joining this type of radicalism, and he is a veteran for that matter. But they'll put out that he's 80 years old, and how dare they do this to a veteran, and how dare they take the walker away. Check this video out.
Yeah.
Put his hands in front of him.
Keep it going for foot.
Put his hands in front of him. 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 Put his hands in front of him.
They took his walker away. This is what they say. Police were caught on tape holding his walker instead of letting him use it. He served his country. This is shameful. No, what's shameful is that here, look at it. What's shameful is, they took his walker. Yeah, well, I mean, he could use it as a weapon. But listen, what's shameful is that he has joined and decided to join the party of radicalism, the party of hate, the party of deflection, the party of socialism, the party of communism. He is a traitor to this nation. I don't care that he's 80.
He is 1% of all veterans, right? He is the one veteran they care about. They don't care about the 99% of America-loving veterans who fought and had friends or family members die to protect our republic that the left is trying to destroy.
Another comment coming in. This just came in, folks, and I'll read it here from Sion. I'm not really sure where he's from, but Sion. He labels himself as a pagan, a career libertarian, and a proud supporter of the left. Now he writes this. Yeah, look forward to him being pardoned then, like those who were jailed for January 6th, because Trump is a bigot, a racist, and a homophobe. So be it. So be it. So be it that he is a bigot. So be it that he may be a homophobe. I don't care. I don't care. What I care is that Trump is literally creating law and order. And guys, I'm just making a goof.
But he's not. Right. He's not any of those things. Right. And here's the point. Yeah. You were being sarcastic, right?
I was. They don't know that shit.
No, but they'll miss that. Just like they're on the side of the king out there now protesting no kings. But, I forgot the point I was going to make. You were... Oh, damn, I lost the point.
Lost it, Joe.
No. Alinsky, right? Again, back to the feelings. They can't make a salient point, so they always devolve to what? Racist, sexist, homophobe, Islamophobe, blah, blah, blah. All the emotional, hysteric hot points, because they will never win a logic, reasoned-based argument.
Yeah. And you bring up that quite beautifully, Joe, with the racism, the baiting, all that stuff. There was a program just recently with this. Who the hell is this? I got to get it right. It was an exclusive interview and kind of snippet that was put out on, what is it? The Daily Mic Drop, which is a call to activism with Representative Jamie Raskin, that just revealed a chilling plan by the Trump administration. And he writes, to arrest and terrorize Democratic members of Congress to silence and dissent from their rhetoric. He put this out, guys. You have to look at this video. This is what they're trying to do, Joe. They're trying to basically use this as a distraction point. Check this out.
Do you think, Congressman, that they are purposely intimidating members of Congress from asking these questions and speaking out? Because it does seem like a pattern.
Definitely. Look,
definitely.
They use, violence and intimidation for purposes of insurrection when they're not in power. When they are in power, they use violence and intimidation against people for purposes of political repression.
Yeah, what a joke. Again, that was an insurrection type thing. He didn't have authorization to be there for government oversight. He barged in and was acting like a lunatic. That's an insurrectionist move. You're defending the insurrection now. And it's...
Well,
we are the party of Martin Luther King Jr. Content of character. I don't care if you're white, black, or fucking purple with yellow polka dots. If you're a commie, fasci, soci, you show me the content of your character. That's what we oppose, not skin tone. You are the party of race baiting and never-ending identity politics.
Yeah, and it's a growing list, Joe, of these Democratic officials, right? Senator Alex Padilla, right?
Yeah.
Representative LaMonica McLever, right? If I had her last name right. Mayor Ross Baraka, and Judge Hannah Dugan. I can't wait. Let it grow. Let it grow. I want it to grow. I want accountability.
But it's not growing. They do these stunts to pretend their movement is bigger than what it is. They are the 10% of this entire nation, but they do these stunts to pretend puff themselves up to appear bigger than what they are.
They become the
Meanwhile,
victims.
having
That's
to
what they want.
lie, they cheat, and have to steal elections again because they are a small fraction of the nation.
Well, Joe, they want to become the victim.
Yes.
That's their
Oh,
whole
yes.
ordeal with this.
Yeah.
They are the victim. They are the rightful ones. We are wrong. They are right.
Politics.
Yeah.
Victimhood is part of the whole identity politics thing.
Well, it
yes,
is.
absolutely.
It is. It is. And I want to make a quick little point because we are running low on time, guys. This is exactly what I'm referring to. Check this out.
Sir.
Notice a pattern.
Hands up, hands up.
Yeah.
I'm Senator Alex Padilla. I have questions for the secretary because the fact of the matter is,
look it side by side, Joe. Here and there, they're identical.
Yeah. Over and over and over, they keep showing they only want to cater to illegals and other criminals. And those on handouts, those wanting to destroy the country, those not willing to earn anything, want to steal from others. That's the only people they cater to. People who refuse to put forth more effort working for the handouts than they would if they actually got a real job and earned a living.
Absolutely. And guys, if you were aware here, I have to put this in. I was going to save it for a piece, but I'm gonna basically explain this real quick before we depart here.
Yeah, we got to wrap things up.
It's relevant here. We're almost an hour and a half into the program, but I mean, I appreciate Joe for sticking on as always. But guys, I want to say a message to those that feel the necessity of vandalizing my advertisements that I work so hard for, and it's not.
You got to show. I'm laughing, but this is not fucking funny.
It's not funny.
It's not really. It's not funny. I shouldn't be laughing, but I'm laughing at the left being predictable. This is not surprising. That's
Joe,
what I'm laughing about.
What I'm about to show you as we close up, okay? Which I want to save about a minute, 2 minutes here of this piece, and then we're going to close out here today, guys. Again, I want to thank our caller that called in, guys. Remember, you can join the show here and weigh in your comments, 470-563-8318. If it goes to a busy tone, keep on calling, as the phone lines do tend to get busy sometimes. So and we screen them out too, guys. So don't feel that, I'm being an asshole by not accepting it. I had to block 5 calls already as we were talking because, it's just, I mean, I have this software that I can pick up, spam, which I'll have to tell Joe off the air here, so I don't tell our little leftists. We know Savage's plan now.
I got the same thing on my phone.
Check this out. Yeah. I got to get something here with this cord because it's bothering the shit out of me. But check this image out, guys. It's going to be very disturbing, said the least, guys. This is exactly what they did to my advertisement.
Very predictable. Very predictable.
So I want to basically plug it in. Do we have? Yeah, we have it right here. Here it is. This is what I'm talking about, folks. I'm going to leave this up here for just about a minute as I speak about this. This is about an upcoming book that I was basically promoting here on this bus stop. Okay, with Let's Airbnb It. That's going to be my June release. Okay, and I was using actually a really nice camera, so it was actually, picking up very, very clear clarity. I wasn't using a cell phone. Yeah, Joe, I have a nice little, 4K camera. So it picks up all the nice little clarity. But I mean, it says, do you want to be here? And it kind of goes in. I can't really read the rest, but I guess his spray paint was kind of going off here.
Gaza.
Yeah. And it has like this little American, maybe somewhat of a, I don't know if that's an American flag or
no. That's
flag. I have no idea what the hell
that's either the Trantifa flag or the Palestinian flag.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
And then obviously this idiot decided to leave his his handle here and yellow spray paint. So to those that think that this is funny, to those that think that this is amusing, my message for you: you will be found, arrested, prosecuted for vandalism, destruction of private property, which this bus stop is considered private property, and you will be charged to the fullest extent of law. Just wanted to throw that out there. So I'm very upset, Joe. I really am. Because
as you should be. And again, I wasn't laughing at that. I was laughing at how predictable you leftards are. Again, violence, death, destruction. You queers for Gaza, please, I'll help create a GoFundMe to send you over there so they can throw you from a fucking building. You're so stupid. No one is being stoned to death here, but the people, the terrorists, the radicals you're supporting, stone gay people to death. You fucking retarded imbecile.
Guys, I couldn't agree more, Joe. Radicalism must die in America. It has to, because if it doesn't, we will be on the next list in world history as a failed empire, a failed nation, a failed utopia of a free land. Folks, this country was put here on purpose, as I kind of repeating a little bit of what I said on a previous episode, by the Almighty Creator. We must secure our nation. We must prevent it from extremism. Guys,
as Reagan said, freedom is but one generation of completely dying out. And if freedom dies here, they want to topple us, because then there's no one to defend even any of the other Western nations that have even further toyed with communism, fascism, and socialism. Iran, they chant death to America too. Not our war? Yes, it is our war. What, you want to wait until there's a mushroom cloud above New York City and Tel Aviv, both smoldering, millions dead, before you realize they mean what they fucking say? The Iranian people aren't our enemies. The fanatics that control that nation are.
They are, Joe. They are. Guys, I encourage you to pick up Joe's book here. It can be found on online retailers such as, was it Barnes & Noble, right, Joe? Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, including Amazon.com. Heavily presented on Amazon.com in two formats, guys, both in ebook and was that soft cover, right, Joe? Is it available in a hardcover as well, too? Or
no, I didn't bother with a hardcover, although some people like them. They're too expensive.
Yeah, because I didn't see the hardcover on
these days. Yeah,
the reason why I said that is I didn't see the actual hardcover on Amazon. I just seen it, unless it's available at Barnes and Noble.
I mean, where are we going to go? Antarctica? To the moon? There is no place left if we allow this to be destroyed. That's why they want to destroy us. That's why the left hates Christianity. It helped, through Pope John Paul II, destroy their utopia, Soviet Union, that they want to turn us into here. They hate Christianity. They want to destroy it because biblical community is different than their worldly communist utopia that fails everywhere, as it did here in the Bradford colony. The Mayflower Commie Compact failed. Bradford then instituted private individual rights over collectivist rights, private property over Commonwealth community property rights, and the rest, as they say, is history. The nation was founded on biblical community, not worldly communism, that failed here, then there, long before Marx ever came along.
And I constantly say, Joe, we must secure and preserve this, folks. Borders, language, and culture of this nation. Take back our country from these radicals, folks that are out to destroy it. Pick up this shirt here and also the mug too as well. Restore our American Republic, guys. Amen to that. Amen to that. Scan this QR code, guys, and you can find all the listings available. I know our website is somewhat in maintenance mode, so if you do see a construction, it's still in maintenance mode. But we should have the website back up and running after this weekend. But just wanted to throw that out there. Somebody said that the website is actually not up. Then it's probably most likely still in maintenance mode, because I know we're updating a few little nicks and crannies. Guys,
did you break it again?
I didn't break it, Joe. I didn't break it. But guys, I'm Savaged here. This is Joseph M. Leonard, known as Rageful Joe. You can catch him on his show, Constitutionalist Politics podcast, available on Buzzsprout, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Music, or anywhere you hear an audio podcast. And if you like this episode, guys, please give us 5 stars. It helps us grow the program.
Share, subscribe.
That's right.
I hate that at the end of every YouTube video, but you got to do the parrot.
I'm starting to do it on audio now.
Share, subscribe.
I'm starting.
It does matter.
Yeah, I'm starting to do it on audio because the show is attracting some new audience, mainly in the European countries and stuff, which I thank you very much to my European listeners. I appreciate it. But other than that, guys, I'm out of words. Please, guys, if you're out there,
put the link to the show on your social media. Send it out to your friends in an email. We are the news now. You're not going to get facts, reality from CNN or the MSNBCs,
no, you're either
or even 4 News or Snoozemax.
That's right.
Most of the time don't cover what we cover.
That's right, guys. Either my show or Joe's show. And if you want to get some information about my show, guys, you can scan this QR code in the upper left-hand corner or view our website, guys, because the man you are listening to on the show puts out a lot of articles now on the Savage blog. That's at savageunfiltered.com. Sometimes floods my damn blog, but I love them anyway for it. But check out a lot of our blogs.
Yeah, did you see I did another movie review, since we're doing movie reviews now? The Life of Chuck, a Stephen King book.
I was going to say, Joe, what do you have for us real quick for next week? You got a good movie review coming out or what?
Well, I'll probably talk about The Life of Chuck now, since I put that review up on the blog.
Oh, is that right?
Stephen King, I'm not a fan. If I'd have known it was something based on him, I wouldn't have seen it. But I give it a C-, but it's worth seeing. It's really weird. Really weird movie.
Well, we'll have to check that out on next week's movie review. I have a movie review that I'll be talking about, Spaceballs 2, that's coming out. Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money.
Yeah, Galaxy Quest 2 is supposedly with Tim Allen still in the works too. So,
well, good things. Good things will happen to those that wait, guys. That's what I always say that. Good things will happen to those that wait. Anyway, guys, take it easy and be careful out there, from these crazy people.
This had been a Truth Productions media episode. Thank you for listening.